Hi everyone and welcome to episode 8 of the Let's Play series on Court Farm. Today we are carrying on with where we had started in the last episode, which is getting the lime spread on our fields. We've just finished field 74. We're just filling up the spreader to make a start on 61. We realised in the last episode that it uses a lot of lime, so we've got a few more bags left back at the yard, which we are going to need, or probably going to need, I should say. So we will get all of our fields finished and then see what the time is. So let's get this field started. We've luckily got a good working width, so we don't really want to be wasting the lime. But as you can see, it uses quite a lot. We've already used 20%. So I think it's, like I said, we've got this field and, well, technically we've got another 2 fields to go after this one. So I think it's going to take quite a lot of lime. Hopefully we've got enough left at the yard and we're not going to have to run back to the store. But we shall see. So I'll throw this into a time lapse and we'll get these fields done, and I will see you once the lime has been spread on all of our fields. So I will just get this little bit in the corner that we missed. Just try and turn the machine on and off so we don't waste it. So I will see you in a bit. Welcome back from that time lapse. So as you can see, we've got all of our fields covered in lime. So what we're going to do now is we will bring the telehandler back as well, but I'm just going to really quickly jump into the precision farming section. and have a look. Nah, so we didn't, I don't think. Don't remember whether we put fertiliser on that field. What we'll do is we just shut that tractor down. We will run over and have a quick look and see if there's anything on the field information as to whether we have. To me, it looks like we haven't, that we'll need to do it again, but we could well have fertilised it, so let's have a quick look. Nope, both perfect, so our expected yield is 98%. I think we're missing that 2% because we haven't rolled the field, but that would be a good grass field. So let's run the telehandler back, drop this bag off, and we will see if there's any contracts that we want to take. If not, we will progress into December. So let's just drop this down here. And we'll have a quick look and see if there are any contracts that we want to do. So we could do some baling, but I think they're all hay, which that's silage, so it wouldn't be too bad. But they do take quite a bit of time. There's a lot of baling on there. Cultivating, a couple of fertilising, and then no, so there's nothing that's taking our fancy. So what we'll do is we are going to progress into the next in-game month. So I will see you when we're in December. As you can see, we're now in December. It is snowing. Whether the snow will stick to the ground is another question, but that might make driving more of a challenge for me, which isn't ideal, as we don't need more of a challenge. It's still very dark, but what we'll do is we're going to have a quick look at the map and see if there's anything we need to do with our fields, and as to whether there's any other contracts. I think we will take a contract out. We might have to get ourselves a plough, or we could utilise the equipment that they're providing. That might be a good one. Ooh. Cultivating, that might be a very good option. 16,000, but we'll have a quick look, see if there's anything we need to do with our fields. They should all be growing, so yes, don't think there's anything we need to do. So we could have a quick look. I know that we don't need anything, but we'll have a quick look, see if there's anything in the sale that would be beneficial. No. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take out a couple of contracts. So we've got 16,000. Oh, we've lost the 14,000. So we're going to take out, we need to make sure we borrow the equipment. We're going to do the 16,000. Ooh, I've had an idea. 124, 132, 134. Whereabouts are they? 122 is here. 132 and 134. So my idea is we borrow the equipment, and then we're going to accept this contract and accept that contract, and then we'll use the cultivator, the big cultivator, to get those three contracts done. So let's jump over to the New Holland that we will be using. So there is a weight just over there. Oh, it's a blue weight. Would help if I push the correct buttons. So let's hook up to the weight, get the cultivator, and then we'll get these fields done. I need to make sure not to collect the money as soon as we finish the contract, because I am probably going to do the wrong contract. And we then would lose the equipment. So we'll get all 3 of these contracts done and then collect the money. So let's have a quick look and see which order we want to do things in. So I think we come from the store up to here, do 134, then we'll do 132, and then we'll come down and get 124 done. I think that'll be our plan. So let's make a move to the first field. So we also, by borrowing the equipment, I know we have a cultivator, but by borrowing the bigger equipment we also get to try out some new stuff. So here we are, we're just arriving at field 134, just open the gate and jump back into the tractor, and we now need to try and get ourselves into the field. I think it might be a little bit easier to reverse ourselves in, given the way the angle of the gate's sitting, so we will try that. No, I didn't go forwards enough. I am really struggling with this one. Let's try. So, welcome back. We've just arrived to field 134. Go ahead and get the cultivator unfolded, and we'll make a start getting this field done. And then we've got to go 2 fields down to 132, and then over to 124. So, let's lower the cultivator down, and let's make a start. You can see in the top of the screen that we have 3 active contracts, and you can see that field 134 is counting up as we go. So I'm going to crack on and get these fields cultivated. Hopefully they don't take us too long. We've already done 10% on this one, so I will see you once we're on the last field. welcome back from that time lapse. As you can see, we in the top of the screen we've got 91%, or 92 now, percent completed with this field, and 100 on the other two. We've got about probably 3 more passes, and this field will be finished. So it's not taking us too long. So hopefully that'll be a nice little payout from those 3 contracts, and we've managed to use we've been able to use some new equipment, which has been nice to try out. Although even though it's a much bigger tractor, it did seem to struggle on the hill, going uphill with the cultivator on the back. So could have probably done with a little bit more horsepower in it. But can't complain, it's been a lovely tractor to use. So we'll get this field finished and I'll collect the contract money, jump back over to our farm. We'll have a quick run round our 4 fields and see how they're all going. And then we'll have a quick look, see if there's any other contracts that we could take out for the next episode. But yeah, I think another pass, maybe another pass, and then clearing up a little bit. It has said the contract's finished, but so there's quite a bit left. We'll just finish it off to make it look a bit better. If I was to collect the contract money now, the pass here would disappear. We might, if I reverse, be able to get it all in one pass. Yeah, it would say that it would change the texture to match, but as the gate's at the other end of the field, we might as well drive back up and just finish it off. We might miss the yard a little bit, but yeah, I don't want to spend hours getting every little bit as the contract's now done. I might as well just do this pass on the way back to the gate. So yeah, I think one of them was 16,000, one was 6, and the other was about 3. So yeah, it'd be a nice chunk of money. Oh, and it stopped snowing. It didn't settle on the ground, but we've just it's just finished snowing. There we go. So if we fold this up, we can jump back into our contract menu. So we've got 3,272 for this one, 6,520 for field 132, and £16,129. Well, after we've used the lease of the equipment, it's £15,499, but that's still decent chunk of money. So there we go, we're now over £117,000 in the bank. So if we just jump back to our fields, if I can stop running into the trailer, we'll just jump over the fence so we can have a look. So yeah, they're both perfect. It's got weeds in this field. I think it's got weeds in most of the fields, but if you watch the last episode, you'll know that we couldn't get the herbicide to go into the spreaders. We tried 2 different spreaders or sprayer units, sorry, and yeah, we just couldn't figure it out. So yeah, that field is also perfect. So we've got a couple more. We'll go to this one first as we're here. This obviously has weeds. 87% because it's got weeds, it needs ploughing, and it needed to have been rolled. But the pH and the nitrogen are both perfect on this field as well, which is brilliant to see. Hopefully get a better yield out of them than the last crop. And finally this field. Again, perfect, 92% expected yield, which isn't too bad. So if we just run back to the yard, we'll have a quick look, see what contracts are available, and if there's any that we want to take out. So, as some ploughing ones, it's really just cultivating and ploughing. None that jump out at me straight away. One last thing we'll do is just see if there's any other equipment that's arrived. No. So, I think that's a good place to end this episode. So, thank you very much for watching, and I really do hope you've enjoyed. And if you have, hopefully, we'll see you next time for the next episode.